What's going on, Pokemon trainers all across the globe who plan on going to AWA 2018? We're only 11 days away from the event, and I have another feature match for you so you can get a good idea of what Smogon OU rules are. This way, you won't get disqualified from the tournament upon arriving and battling with your Pokemon. Additionally, when you come to the event, you'll get this informative rule sheet so that you can make sure your team is compliant with AWA 2018's rules for this Pokemon tournament. We will be hosting a Pokemon tournament on Friday and Saturday. If you'd like to participate both days, feel free to come out and show your stuff in Pokemon 3DS battles. And now, without further ado, here on my Pokemon Sun and Moon Limited Edition 3DS with custom Kana Kamui background, let me show you guys a sample match of a Smogon OU fight so that you'll have a good idea of what to expect from a Smogon OU style Pokemon tournament at AWA 2018. Alright, so let me boot up my game here. I've already got a feature match ready for you guys so you can get a good idea of what Pokemon are legal in Smogon OU, what Pokemon are illegal in Smogon OU. It's going to be a blast, and I can't wait to see who the top trainer is on Friday and Saturday at AWA 2018. Let's load up this match here, guys. Alright, so this was against a guy named Isaac, who fought me recently on Festival Plaza. This is a 6 versus 6 match. So upon you guys coming to tournament, be ready for a 6-on-6 Pokemon match. So at the beginning of this match here, I send out my Ferrothorn versus Tornadus. I believe I go Stealth Rock here. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, never mind. I switched. But anyways, you always want to run a team that's going to have the move Stealth Rock on it. Stealth Rock is a very good move to have on at least one of your Pokemon so that you can put out some type of hazard against the enemy team so that anytime your opponent switches out, okay, they're going to take damage from your Stealth Rock. In this case, Ferrothorn is my Stealth Rocker, but I'm up against a Tornadus, and generally Tornadus packs Heat Wave, which it did have Heat Wave, and it tried to use it on my Pelipper, but it missed, and it actually did not do any damage. But then Tornadus used Hurricane on me, which caused my Pelipper to be confused. At this point, I send out Tapu Koko to get the Electric Terrain ability out on the field against this Tornadus here. And as you can see, all the Pokemon that you're actually viewing in this video are legal in tournament and can be used. But of course, there's multiple Pokemon that you can use in tournament. So Tornadus once again goes for Hurricane and actually confuses my Tapu Koko. He switches from Tornadus into Rhydon. My Tapu Koko is still confused and unfortunately hurts itself in confusion. So right now, I'm not doing too well because he's confused 2 of my Pokemon. Of course, when you return those Pokemon back, they lose that confusion status. So Rhydon goes for Stone Edge as I switch into my Ferrothorn again. I know I need to get Stealth Rock up against my opponent. So back to Ferrothorn I go. I believe my opponent switches here again, which he does, and now I'm able, I believe, to get out the Stealth Rock that I'd been trying to get out originally that I wasn't able to get out. So I finally get out Stealth Rock. And remember, one Pokemon on your team in any OU match should have the move Stealth Rock. That way you can set hazards up against the opposing team. Okay, so excuse me, I finally get my Stealth Rock out, and once again, Tornadus goes for Hurricane, just hurricaning everything and causing all of the Pokemon on my side of the field to get the confusion status. So I'm confused still, but I'm able to beat the confusion and not take damage from being confused, and I was able to get off the move Knock Off, which knocks off the opponent's life orb that it was running, I believe. So we finally have Tornadus in the red, and we go back to Tapu Koko. And so far, no Pokemon on either opponent's team has fainted just yet. We're still 6 versus 6 so far. So incoming another Hurricane. Hurricane finishes off my Tapu Koko, and now I'm down a Pokemon. So I'm currently losing this match. On top of that, I just lost Rain as well. Alright, so next I send out Hawlucha, one of my favorite Pokemon in the OU metagame right now. So I go right into Acrobatics so that I can kill a Pokemon on my opponent's team. And now we're both down to 5 Pokemon each. Next out comes Mimikyu, and by the looks of it, this is Totem Mimikyu. Keep in mind, guys, that Totem Pokemon are still legal in tournament because they don't get any additional boosted stats by you running it as a Totem Pokemon. So Mimikyu goes for Play Rough, but Play Rough misses my Hawlucha, and I go for Acrobatics again, but the Mimikyu survives my Acrobatics and puts me down to 14 HP with that Play Rough there. But because it was also running a Life Orb, the Life Orb kills the Mimikyu off. And now my opponent is down 2 Pokemon. So now I have 5 Pokemon while my opponent has 4. I can see that my Hawlucha has really low health, so I know that I need to try to get off a healing move if possible. So the Seismitoad goes for Scald, and Scald does have a chance to burn the opponent's Pokemon. Luckily, when my opponent used that Scald just then, I did not get the burn status by it using that. So now I go into High Jump Kick because I can see that I'm not going to be able to effectively heal against this Seismitoad without losing a ton of health and possibly being burned by my opponent using Scald. So now I am also down to 4 Pokemon. So right now the score is 4-4 here in this Smogon OU fight. So back to Ferrothorn I go. And Seismitoad, as you can see, now sees a perfect opportunity to go for Stealth Rock. So now Stealth Rock is also set up on my side of the field. And as I said, once again, players, you want to have something on your team that is carrying the move Stealth Rock. Because with Stealth Rock, anytime your opponent switches out because they're scared you might be able to one-hit kill them, they're going to take damage no matter what the Pokemon is. It's going to take some kind of damage. Aerodactyl just came out, and as you can see, Aerodactyl just lost some health. Why did it lose health? Because I have Stealth Rock on my opponent's side of the field. And it turns out that this Aerodactyl is actually Mega Aerodactyl. So this is going to be a lot of fun here against my Ferrothorn. So Aerodactyl goes for Earthquake. Now, Ferrothorn is a defensive Pokemon, so Earthquake doesn't do that much damage to Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn goes for Leech Seed so that it can sap away Aerodactyl's health every single turn that Aerodactyl remains on the battlefield. So because Leech Seed is out, my Ferrothorn heals off some of its damaged HP thanks to that wonderful Leech Seed that's on Aerodactyl's side of the field. Aerodactyl goes for Hone Claws, which boosts its attack by 1 stage, as well as its accuracy, I believe it said, by 1 stage. I wasn't even really paying attention there. I missed that. But thanks to Leech Seed, I'm able to still stay alive, even though Aerodactyl's doing all this boosting and earthquaking and stuff like that. Leech Seed is a staple for Ferrothorn. So I try to predict that my opponent is probably going to go Earthquake again. I'm going to take my Stealth Rock damage because my opponent did get Stealth Rock out, and now Drizzle ability activates, bringing back out the rain for 8 turns thanks to my Pelipper's Damp Rock. So Aerodactyl tries to Earthquake me. I predicted correctly, but because Pelipper is a flying type Pokemon, Earthquake is not effective against Pelipper. So Leech Seed, which is still out on my opponent's side of the field, finishes off the Aerodactyl. I have 7 turns of rain left, but against this specific Ultra Beast, I want to say I go right in for Scald here, and I do. So Scald in the rain is boosted because rain does boost water-type moves. So my 7 health Pelipper was able to one-hit KO that wonderful Ultra Beast that's allergic to rain. Rhydon is also not very fond of water-type attacks, but I believe that the Rhydon... he actually quit. That's what it was. Yeah, at that point, the opponent actually quit because at that point he still knew that I was packing Mega Swampert. But anyways, guys, that's an example, as you can see on screen right now, of what a Smogon OU tournament will look like and what Pokemon, some of the Pokemon anyway, that are legal in Smogon OU. Once again, there are tons of Pokemon that are legal in the Smogon OU format, but this is just a little sample of some of the Pokemon that I was using versus this Isaac guy, you know, just in that specific matchup. But yeah, I look forward to seeing all of your shining faces at our Smogon OU tournaments at AWA 2018, and I can't wait to see who the top trainer of Pokemon 3DS battles in 2018 will be. We'll have a winner on Friday and Saturday. Could it possibly be the same person? Well, it sure could be, but we'll find out at Pokemon 3DS battles, which will be located in the Cobb Galleria Center in the specialty shops on the bottom floor. So if you plan on playing Pokemon 3DS, come see us at the specialty shops on the bottom floor of the Cobb Galleria Center and show us your true power, and let's see the bond you and your Pokemon have. Until AWA 2018, guys, bye-bye.